All right, well, if you're struggling on what or how to tell your children about what happened in Uvalde, we promise you, you're not the only one. You know, we have a lot of questions as well.
So we invited parent coach and pediatrician Dr. Lulu here with us today for some advice and to talk and help us help you. Thank you so much for coming today.
All right, so Dr. Lulu, a lot of parents, you know, sent their kids off or dropped their kids off at school today. Is it good to keep them on a routine right now?
I would say it's always best to keep them on routine. For those kids who are not directly affected, no one is going to judge you if your kid was in that school and you do not send them to school today. But children love routines. They like, and they don't want to follow the rules, but they like the routines. So I'd say don't change the routines. However, the conversation you must have.
Yes.
We have to have that talk. And don't forget, I sent my child off to school today.
Yes.
I missed the memo of wearing black, but hey, I sent my child off to school today, and I had to deal with that. My child is 17 years old, might be 6'2", but still a baby at heart, and had a lot to say to me this morning. So I recommend, if you have an older child like I do, have the conversation. However, let them talk. And let you listen. Go ahead.
Well, it's interesting with the age gap. I have a 9-year-old and I also have a 7-year-old, and they're handling it very differently. You mentioned your 16-year-old. One of them wants to talk about it in my family. The other, very compassionate. You know, so how do you know when you're pushing too much, and how do you open that up for them to talk?
Let me just say, you would know. All parents know, and your heart will always tell you. However, if your child is the kind of child that doesn't want to talk, then don't push it. Because what you're going to do is push them further into the space of not wanting to talk. Do other things. Find other ways to engage your child. All kids have a secret, I don't know, button that you know you can press or you can go to. And if you know your child well enough, it should not be hard. For some kids, you can just go for a walk. Walk the dog and just say, you know what are your thoughts about what happened? Because I know you and your friends are probably talking about it.
Right, they may be talking to their friends at school, even though they may not be talking to you.
To you,
Yes.
exactly.
So
They're
true.
always having the conversations amongst themselves, whether it's George Floyd or the shooting in Buffalo, they are having the conversations. And so your job is to insert yourself in there, wherever, getting where you fit in, and just leave it open, leave the door wide open. Have questions like, what are your thoughts? How are you feeling? Open-ended questions.
In a casual kind of setting, like you said, go
yes.
for a walk. Don't necessarily sit them
there,
down.
let's talk about
Ice cream, right?
Yes.
Or an activity that you know they enjoy, right?
Yes. And we talked about activities because we said you can always also ask your younger children, what would you like to do for the kids? Kids always want to engage, they want to help. What would you like to do? They might say, want to make a phone call, want to draw cards, want to send a bouquet of flowers. Let the children lead, let them lead you with these kind of things, because it's unprecedented. Nobody knows what's going to happen. We're not premeditating. This is just purely happening in real life. So meet your child where your child is. Ask them open-ended questions and just say, I'm here whenever, if ever. Like your child that doesn't want to talk too much, that's okay. Write a note, put in their lunch bag, say, Mommy loves you. Whenever you're ready to talk about it, I'm here to listen. Communicate in the way your child wants to communicate. Some are more talkative like me, some are more, less talkative. And just so just meet your child where your child is. I can't say that enough. Meet your child where your child is.
And it's important not to stay silent, right?
Oh my
In this
goodness.
time.
Yes, I say talk saves lives. That's one of the 2 hashtags that the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention uses. Silence kills and talk saves lives. So I say talk all you have to, just talk about it. Go for ice cream, talk. Go for a drive, talk. Go walk your dog, talk. Cooking, talk, but talk. Don't keep it to yourself.
And it's important for parents to just be involved in their kids' lives, right? At
Know
any
what
stage.
know what your kid is doing. Know what your child is up to, no matter what age. Especially if your child is older. Engage in them. The room is yours, the house is yours, the door is yours, right? If you have to go in there, go into the room. Sit down on the bed and just get into the space. Be available, be accessible. The kids actually want to communicate with you, even if it's a grunt. That's communication. Yes. Even if it's a grunt, that's communication. So come into the space, sit on the bed, lay on the bed, and make eye contact, and then start talking.
So that's something that parents can do, just one thing that parents can do. What can parents and teachers do?
Thank you for asking. Parents, you're also not absolved from this pain. I cried this morning. My friends cried this morning. Cry if you need to, you know. Don't show this strength that you know you don't have. Be real, be vulnerable. Let your child see you going through the motions. And talk to your spouse or your significant other. And for the teachers, get help. We all know that the month of May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So and in fact, this weekend is Memorial Day weekend. I mean, this is a weekend where we all need to cry if we need to. Adults, don't try to be strong and don't try to, you know, be macho. It's okay to cry if you want to. And to me, I'm going to start crying if I keep talking. So let's just,
We open that conversation, and you have plenty of resources online available to chat, and you're available as a parent coach for families. If you need it, you can head to our website, salive.com. We have her information there, and then just click the As Seen on SA Live tab.
Okay. All right. We will be right back with more after this.